The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Anil Show.
Friends, let me say this again. I absolutely love you all on the channel. I really do. I mean, I love your conversations. I love your arguments that you bring forward. Always know this. O'Neil is in love with the channel because I feel like the channel brings us black folk together and we get to share cultures and we get to share ways of doing things and we see exactly if we can learn anything from someone else. So always remember that. O'Neil loves you all. Let's get into this. Amber is laying down the law. Overnight again.
It's funny. I thought you would have packed up and headed out.
Now, why would I do that?
Well, because this is my house. I mean, you barely stay here anyway.
So they're basically tit for tat. At this point, it's just a bunch of tit for tat between the two of them. I expect nothing less. All of these arguments back and forth, I expect nothing less.
You come in when you want to. So I just figure you just might as well pack up your bags and just leave. And stay wherever you're staying.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to stay where I live, which is my house, which is this house.
So now it's your house now.
It's definitely
Well,
mine.
you don't act like it since you're not here most of the time.
Listen,
Yeah, she might not, whatever it is, but again, so I think we've already cleared this up that it's a marital property, so she has rights to basically keep living there until the divorce happens. That's just the way the law goes, friends. That's how the law is. And so even if you have a house together and you're supposed to start cheating, you can basically waltz right into the house in itself. It's just what it is. Now, maybe what Anthony needs to do, which is what Miss T has been screaming from the mountaintop, is to make it uncomfortable for her to be there. And by the way, that doesn't mean Anthony is right. Okay? It doesn't mean Anthony is the right one because there are no right ones right now in this skit. It just means while she's going out cheating, which clearly we know she's cheating and he now knows it and he's aware that that's what's happening because she's staying out and she's not staying anywhere else except at some other man's crib and they don't know who the man is. Make it uncomfortable. That's all she was saying.
I'm grown, okay? I can come and go as I please. I do not have to answer to you.
And you think that's how this works.
That's exactly how this works. As a matter of fact, let me explain a little more how this works. I will come and go as I please. I will lay my head in my house whenever I want to until you sign the paperwork, Aunt. Because you know what? That's what you did. You actually came and gone as you pleased, and you laid your head wherever you wanted to and had me up in my house crying and stressed out over you. And
So the only difference between what she's doing now and what he did is that he tried to sneak into the house and sneak out of the house. If you go back into it and remember, Anthony tried to sneak in and sneak out. In other words, he wasn't as bold-faced with whatever they show him, bold-faced living with Shayla. But when it came to going into the house, Anthony tried to basically not have to, what you call it now? Not have to come into contact with Amber. That's what I've noticed. It's the difference between the two of them as far as the way how they're going about it now. Because it's the same cheating. The cheating is happening the way it's happening. And I say it's cheating because you're married. So that's it for me. I mean, for other people, them going to justify it. Hey, at this point, I understand what's going on. But that is the only difference to what the both of them did. In terms of the going and coming as them please. That's the difference to me as to what they have done.
what you were doing. So you're not going to sit here and check me, Aunt. I will come and go as I please. Thank you very much. I'm grown.
You really think that's how this works?
Oh, yeah, because my name is Mrs. Dalton as of right now. And until anything changes, I will be in my home. So, feel free to sign the paperwork, Aunt. But until then...
So Anthony need to stop the talking and go get your lawyer. That's what you need to do. Because there's too much talking from Anthony right now. You're talking too much. She has stopped engaging with you. She doesn't want to engage with you anymore. The panic attack is over. The moments of empathy or sympathy or whatever you're trying to get from other people, it's over. It's over. You now need a lawyer. you may need to go back on your knees again a couple more times, not one time, and then expect the result the next day, because God, God works according to your belief. And he also works according to what you have been doing. Yep. So that's what Anthony needs to do right now.
Get over it.
And they made sure to give this video because they wanted to see. They wanted Amber to give O'Neal. Amber needed to give her whole behind to O'Neal, because it's O'Neal. Like I said, I believe that she says a lot of things, and she says them for me. Because when she said the pretty people in the back, she said yesterday in the video yesterday, she's trying to talk to me. She's trying to say, O'Neal, you are the little Jamaican guy in the back with the locks for whatever it is. She's been saying this. So now they show a shot of her walking off, apple butt and all, and letting me know that I can kiss every piece of her hair.
Amber?
What, Aunt?
I don't think you want to play this game.
Let me tell you something. I am here for war. So whatever games you want to play, bring them on, babe. I'm here for it. I don't want to play this game. You played plenty of games, Aunt. You played plenty of games.
Your house.
So Anthony can say what he wants to say. The point of the matter is this: he did not sign a prenuptial agreement. That is a fact. The fact is, Anthony did not sign a prenuptial agreement. So Anthony will need every single evidence he can to protect himself. Put your gloves on. Stop all the talking. Stop the tit for tat. Stop the back and forth. And get your gloves going and be ready for a ding-dong battle. Because maybe if Dave wasn't in the picture, Anthony would have stood a chance. But Dave is in the picture. And generally when someone else is in the picture, what it does to you, the personal, is it gives you a level of confidence, as somebody was saying on the channel, that you now are able to do anything you want to do, which is kind of why she's flying high and mighty. She have two people she's working with. She got to Dave as the, hey, just in case anything, I have Dave. And then she goes to the lawyer to say, am I right in working this thing that I'm working with Dave? And she's working those two things in conjunction. That stops Anthony from getting any level of conversation in, proper conversation with Amber. So I would suggest that he actually lets it go at this point in time. Look here, I would not have wanted to say a divorce, but it is what it is. They're too far gone right now. They're too far gone. And so the divorce needs to happen. It needs to happen if you ask me. If you're asking me, it needs to happen. And may the best person win. Somebody says she deserves 50%. She deserves whatever she can fight for. That means if all she can fight for is 10%, that's what she deserves. 20, that's what she deserves. 30, 40, 50. Even if she's able to fight for 90% and she gets it, that is what she deserves. She deserves what she can fight for. Georgia is an equitable distribution state. So if the lawyer can fight enough and get whatever it is, I have no qualms. It's tough. My opinion, I say 10%. But it's not up to me, it's up to the judge. And I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge. Give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.